Majistrado Jr., a third-year divinity student here at Suleiman University Divinity School. And today I want to share with you 3 of the most important things or lessons that I've learned so far here in the Formation Center. Lessons that have shaped not only how I think, but also how I live out my faith and serve in the ministry. And so those lessons come from the classroom, from the church, and from experiences in community. So I hope that this day speak to you wherever you are in your own journey. My first lesson is that faith is not just personal, but it's communal. When I first entered here in the Divinity School, I used to think that theology was mainly about my own personal growth, learning more, going deeper, and strengthening my relationship with God. And while those things are important, one of the first things I learned is that faith is not meant to be lived in isolation. In one of our classes, we discussed how true faith always finds its home in community. And I didn't fully understand that until I started my field education. And so there, I witnessed how theology comes alive through people. So what I learned from the classroom, like theories and principles, we apply it in the community. And it was there that I realized ministry is never a solo journey. It's not about how strong my faith is, but how we together reflect God's love in community. Whether it's praying together, singing together, or helping each other in times of need, that's where theology becomes real. Second lessons that I've learned is that from exclusion to inclusion. Before, I carried with me a lot of conservative views about theology, morality, and even who gets to belong in the church. I thought being faithful meant drawing clear boundaries, defending doctrines, and staying within a set framework of truth. But little by little, the Divinity School opened my eyes and my heart. Through our courses, readings, and honest classroom discussion, I began to see a broader picture of God's love. And now I am learning to embrace a more inclusive faith, one that welcomes, affirms, and loves without condition. Letting go of rigid conservatism wasn't about abandoning truth. It was about discovering a deeper, wider truth rooted in the life and teachings of Jesus. I'm still on this journey, but I believe more than ever that ministry must reflect the radical welcome of Christ. It's not about who we think is worthy. It's about living as if everyone is. Third lesson is that ministry starts with listening. I thought leadership meant always having something to say, always being ready to speak or guide. But through our pastoral care classes and my ministry experiences, I began to see that one of the most powerful things a ministry can do is to listen. There were moments in our everyday life that when someone just needed to be heard, no advice, no long responses, just someone who would truly listen with compassion and without judgment. And that's when I realized listening is ministry, presence is ministry, and sometimes just being there for someone can speak more of God's love than any sermon can. And so those are my top 3 lessons that I've learned so far here at the Formation Center, which are: first, faith is communal, not just personal. Second, to be more inclusive. And third, ministry often begins not with speaking, but with listening. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still being shaped by God, by others, and by the life. And if you are also walking this path, whether in seminary or in life, I would love to hear what you're learning too. Thank you for watching, and may your own journey in faith and learning be deep, honest, and full of grace. That's all, and God bless us all.